Family life was amazing. I had two amazing parents. I was born and raised Catholic, went to Catholic school. I guess you could call me one of those people, an E&C type of person. I went for Easter and Christmas. I guess after I turned 18, started hitting the bars more, the pool halls, and then I met my wife. And I would say the first 5 years, it was actually really good. It's not until I started my business in 2005 with my business partner, because when my marriage really started getting strained, and there was pressure there all the time because I wasn't around enough, and I'm leaving my wife home with a newborn baby, and I'm going to work every day for way too many hours and not helping her enough. It was just like, let's go to work. I got to pay for this. I got to raise my family. I got to make sure my kids have what they need and stuff like that. But deep down, I knew I was missing something, and I just didn't know what it was. I'm at home on a Friday afternoon. It's 1 o'clock, and I'm probably 6 beers deep, and I'm getting drunk. My mom and dad show up because I had previously wrote a letter to my business partner, and it was a suicide note. I didn't know how bad I was. Got into the doctors and found I had depression, severe depression. So I ended up going on to depression medication. I was on so much depression medication that I was in a comatose state. I'd go to work, I'd come home, drink 6, 7 beers, go in the garage, nobody would see me. In 2021, my son and I are sitting in the garage, and I'm like, Adam, I think I'm done with this business. Well, my son said to me, he's like, it's about time. Finally go to the bank and find out that everything that I had worked for is basically everything is gone. So it started a whole new chapter of my life with my past business partner. But while this is all going on, my father-in-law passed away, and then a couple of months past that, my wife's grandmother passed away. 2022, April, my mother-in-law has a cancer that's inoperable. So in that time, in July, my dad went in for open heart surgery. I go in to see my dad one day. My dad knew that my mother-in-law passed away. I didn't want him to know, just because he was going through a lot. September, my dad passed away at 2:30 in the afternoon. That same day at 6:30 in the morning, my wife gets a call. Her aunt, who we cherished, she passed away that morning at 6:30. So here I am, dealing with 2 deaths in the same day. To say I was mad was an understatement. I cursed God. What did I do to deserve this? Like I said, I was so angry with God. He even put me down in my depression even deeper. Also, everything is going on. My daughter is telling me she's going every Friday night to Risen with her friends. I'm like, what's Risen? She's like, oh, it's just a group of kids that get together, and it's a church thing. That's all she said. And then she's keeps doing this, and she's coming home and talking a little bit more about God to us and stuff like that. I'm not really asking questions, but I'm taking everything in, and I'm like, My daughter comes home from Risen, and she's like, would you guys like to go to Celebration Church on Sunday? I said, sure, why not? April 2nd, 2024 was my first visit into the church, not knowing what to expect. All of a sudden the lights come on, the music comes on. I think there was 2 lines into the first song, and I am bawling like a baby. And then Pastor Joel gets on stage. It's all about forgiveness. So after the service, when they said there was extra prayer, I went up. He's like, what would you like prayer for? So there's people I need to forgive. He prayed for me. I felt a wave of emotion like I've never felt before. I knew something was taken away from me, and it was a burden taken off of my shoulders. I didn't know it was gonna be so much different after that. I knew I had accepted Jesus Christ in my life. My life has changed so much because of God. I'm off the depression medication. I'm just a lot softer now. I'm happy. Every day I'm happy. And He has changed me to be a better man, a better father. You know, it's an amazing feeling to see the changes in my family. And I can happily say after 23 years of marriage, my marriage today is stronger than it was a year, 5, 10, even 15 years ago. I was baptized June 8th, 2025. I sat in that water, and felt a sense of calmness. I got dunked in the water. I came out. Spiritually, I felt like a different person. It is the greatest feeling. I didn't need a drink in my hand or like that. I got Jesus Christ. I just learned how to enjoy what Jesus Christ has done for me and what he will do for me and what he's still doing for me and my family.